Well, we're coming down to High Tower Gap. It was already chilly when we left camp this morning, and last 5 minutes the wind's just been blowing steady and extremely cold. Just had to stop Jennifer to get different gloves. An army vehicle down here. We haven't seen any soldiers out, but they're out there around somewhere. The sun is up. We got started a little later than planned, but we are on trail. I'm hoping this wind slows down soon because otherwise I'm gonna have to switch out to gloves too. Right now I'm wearing these sun gloves and my fingertips are just freezing. But we'll see it on the trail. Hopefully it'll be warmer. We're climbing up from High Tower Gap, which was extremely cold area and windy. Wind's still blowing, but we're on the leeward side of the hill now, so it's not quite as brutal for the moment. It's kind of cloudy, overcast, so I don't know when we're going to get much benefit from the sun, but hopefully soon. It's kind of chilly right now, and I'd like to be able to take my fleece off and just hike. My sun shirt, but we'll see. Well, I'll stop for the first snack break of the day. Sometimes I just eat along as we're walking, but we're climbing a hill here, so it's easier to stop and eat. We're sharing one of these Lenny and Larry's cookies. They're pretty good. Quite a few calories. It's much calorie as a bar when we break it in half and split it. Well, Jennifer's phone just told us that we've hiked 3 miles this morning. It's getting a little nicer. It's still breezy, but the sun's coming out and providing some warmth. Met half a dozen hikers this morning, so that's cool. Not sure what gap we're at, but another army truck.
What?
Out of the wind and beautiful walking through here. It's warmed up. Have shade here, though it's not needed. This has been the most open view of the day. We can see for miles. They're not quite in view here, but we can see lots of farmhouses down in the valley and some roads. Nice little area, nice little valley. Just past Woody Gap into the Blood Mountain Wilderness, and the first resupply 10.8 miles ahead at Neal's Gap. Awesome. We're 13 miles in. It's about 3 miles to the campsite we'd like to use, but for the Far Out app there's only 4 tent sites there, and So it's looking a little shaky. We know there's at least 4 people just from our campground last night that are ahead of us on trail. And you know, anybody else that might have come out for a weekend hike or whatever. But we're hoping for that because about a mile and a half past there, there's a 5-mile ban on camping unless you have a bear canister, which we do not. So we really want to find a spot both for time and distance of today's hike, plus for that closure. We need to find somewhere in the next 5 miles. If the campground is full, we'll have to find something else. All right, we arrived at the Lance Creek Restoration site, tent site, but warning, hazard trees in the area. We don't bother to cut them down. This area is listed as 4 tent sites, but there's 12 or 15 on beyond the official 4 that are made as level spots. These are all unofficial sites, but they work. End of day 2. Camped tonight at Lance Creek Restoration Area. We're at 15.8 miles. It's a great day. The wind of this morning died down and turned out pretty nice.